Nick speaking, and welcome to this video, the final video in this conversion series. I'm going to put the finishing touches onto this. So this is what I have so far, converting a Nightbringer into this. It's really starting to take shape now. So in the last video I did this cloak. So next up I need to tidy the cloak up. There's like a air bubble and stuff in there, so I need to basically just tidy all this up. Maybe try and sort out this little join down here if I can, and then on the back where I put those ridges in, I'm going to try and sort of make these match into the cloak a bit more if I can. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I've also got this section which I've got from the original Nightbringer with one of his arms, and this is basically going to go around the top of the like cloaky thing, just to disguise the join a little bit. So that's going to go in here, and I'm going to squeeze it together like that, and then running alongside that the other section which I've already showed you in the previous video, again from the Nightbringer's arm. I'm going to have this hanging something like that, just to give a bit more depth to it so it doesn't look like a skirt. I think it's going to work well, but first up I need to do some more work on this now that it's all dry, so I'll be back when I've done that. Right, so I've just done some work on this. So first of all I went in and I've covered up that join where the original model was, so hopefully now it looks more like a cloak draping round. Covered in this, just a basic cover, because obviously where the old model joins the cloak, so that's just basically just covered through. And then on this side I've added in the ridges. This is just the first coat, this is all wet, so I've got to tidy this up. But I've basically extended the ridges that I had up and around for the cloak to try and match it in. Now I figured on this side it's going to be much more wavy because of the way the cloak is than the other side. So the other side I've actually left it how it was. So I think it would be flatter. And just imagine the wind like coming this way, like, and it would just basically just like push it down and flat. So imagine that being much flatter than this side, where I think it would just be like more wavy as the wind sort of caught hold of the cape. So that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I'm going to let that dry, do a bit more work, and I'll come back. Okay, there you go, just done some more stuff. Re-went over the join on that section. Over here I've tidied this all up, refilled some of the ridges, so I'm pretty happy how they're looking now. And then over this side I filed out the air bubble and any other little sections, so pretty much done there. So next I'm going to use these pieces which you've previously seen. These are from the Nightbringer's arms where the cloak was draping around, so I cut them off, reshaped them. I'm basically going to use them around the waist to extend the cloak up, so that it just looks a little bit better really. Okay, so I'll do that and come back when it's done. Right, that's the first piece I put on. So what I did, I basically glued this section, it goes right the way round. I green stuff in the ends because I wanted it to match the cloak. So yeah, green stuff that end, and then it goes right the way round, covers all the joins from the cloak to the middle section. And then I had to green stuff in this because it wasn't quite long enough. What I'm trying to achieve is this sort of middle drapey section to be like similar to the original model, and then where it comes out on the edges to match in with my cloak, so it gives you a bit of well, basically just that matches in. So I've also been working on the second piece which is going to go in there, which is here, and again I've just been green stuffing the end, reshaping it. It wasn't quite long enough, and that's all drying, so everything's wet there. I've been looking at the base. Now, as you probably remember, I was originally going to use this. This was the original section of the Nightbringer where I cut off all the scarabs. But where the model's been beefed up, and also it's standing upright compared to the original Catan, by the time I put it on here it's like huge. It's about an inch taller than the original Nightbringer. So I've abandoned this idea. I'm going to take this off, and I'm just going to actually stand him on the base so that he's a bit lower to the original Nightbringer. So I'm going to work on the base while this is all wet, and then I'm going to glue this on, and then I'm going to work on the joining section of where this glues on. So I'm going to do some of that and I'll be back. Right, there you go, so I just stuck that piece on. I went over here and I basically green stuffed it down so that it goes underneath that little cloaky piece. The idea is that this cloaky section here goes down and underneath, and is supposed to be the original Nightbringers thing that's inside that cape, so that the whole section is one piece. Seems to work quite well. So that's that done. I will need to go over this just one more time just to clean this up slightly. I've also gone in and I've done the base, and this is what I've done to the base, like so, basically a few rocks and stuff. I made some green stuff crystals. I'll have a tutorial video on how to make green stuff crystals, so yeah, go and check that out if you're interested. But what I'm going to do now, just going to stick him on there and let you have a closer look at him all finished. Right, there you go, there he is, all finished. Puts him on the base, he's not glued, he's just standing on it. Yeah, I'm very happy how he's come out. I have to say, I'm really pleased. I certainly had great fun making him. This is the original picture which I was basing him on. As I explained in the first video, I only wanted one lightning coming out because I'm going to use him as the Thunderbolt lightning one. I just get my original Nightbringer. That's how he started life out, and yeah, he's looking really different. This Nightbringer here I'm going to put onto one of these Cadian bases. I'm going to take this base off, well, I've had this mini for ages and that was one of the old bases that I used. Just turn him around so you can see the back. But yeah, he's looking suitably different. I mean, you can hardly recognise him as a Nightbringer. It's only these middle capey bits which are actually visible. So yeah, very different. I'm really happy how it came out, and I'm hoping that you all enjoyed watching me make it, really, because effectively you were making it with me, with all the little video clips and that. I really enjoyed making the video as well. So yeah, that's it, all done. And next up, obviously, I've got to get him painted, and I am looking forward to that, that's for sure. So thanks for watching, and lots more to come.